WK02 Solicitors. We're friendly, professional, and cost-effective. A one-stop shop for immigration affairs, as we take your case from the onset and represent you in court if necessary. Located at 659 Green Lanes, Haringey, London, N80QY. We're only 4 minutes walk from the Turnpike Lane Tube Station on the Piccadilly line. Call 0208 880 9393. That's 0208 880 9393 for more information.
Debt and co-solicitors. Legal advice you can rely on.
Hello, welcome to Immigration Matters. My name is Nana Checha, and today I'm with Mr. Dooley Lowen Lee of Dell & Co. Solicitors. Welcome to the show, sir.
Welcome to. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Looking
very African today.
Africanish.
Yes. Because I believe we're going to talk to a lot of, well, Africans, I would say, but whole board. We ran whole board, right?
Yes.
Whole board.
Yes.
Okay. I want you to tell our viewers, our wonderful viewers, what this program is about.
This is immigration matters. This is legal matters with a bias towards immigration. The whole purpose of this program is to educate immigrants and non-immigrants alike on their legal rights and duties, obligations, what they can do and what they should not do when it comes to staying in the United Kingdom. For example, on this program, we talk about how to make an application to the Home Office, how to chase up your application, and if you have been refused in the past or you have just been refused, how to appeal, how to do things like that. And the whole, we also advise on what documents what are the preparations you've got to make to ensure that you make a successful application. So this program has been going on over 12 years now on a regular basis, on daily basis now, at least twice or three times on different TV stations. It's just that it's a product. It's my brainchild because of my experience with the immigration authorities. I'm married to a British citizen, and I have 3 children now. I'm British now also. I'm proud of it. But years ago, I was in a similar position to thousands of people watching this telecast when I made an application to the Home Office to remain with my wife, and they refused, and they said I should be reporting to an immigration center, to a police station. In my time, we used to report at police stations. I reported at Edmonton, St. Anne's Road, Hornsey Police Station.
Oh, wow.
Wood Green. Yeah, everywhere I moved, they moved my police station nearer to me. Amazing grace that saved a wretch like me.
Oh.
It was traumatizing. And after 7 years of reporting, on the day I was to be ordained as a deacon at the church, what they did was they locked me up.
I don't mean to laugh, but
you have
then it
laugh.
wasn't funny.
No, you can laugh because who I used to be, I'm no longer there. So I went through that, and in the interim, things they locked me up for 5 weeks, and they went for bail. They refused bail. They took me to Gatwick Airport to be deported. But today, I'm a British citizen, but it was traumatizing. I saw a lot of people in detention that didn't know why they were there. They thought they had an application, but there was nothing there, and things became very, very difficult. So this program is to educate people like that. Even if you are a British citizen or a European national watching this telecast, it is for you too. Because you may become married to someone that has nothing, and your eye will open. You will know more about immigration. You follow?
Yes,
and then you may have friends and that call on you. So make sure you save this number. If there's any emergency, give the number to them, and then we take it from there.
So you've been telling the viewers, how long you've been in your profession, and also the strenuous things you went through. And I'm sorry I was laughing because I had to laugh. You know, being ordained and then going through such a thing. And it happens to a lot of people.
Yes.
It happens to a lot of pastors.
Yeah.
I mean, I know one or two
Yeah,
that
my
were taken,
immigration cousins. Yeah.
that were literally putting on the plane, taken back home, and you know, there
And
was
that
an
was the end of
intervention.
it.
Some there was an intervention. So this is a program that anytime we are on telly, you want to call your friends, call the family, call everybody you know, because if it's not for you, it might be for somebody else. So look on the screen, the number is there, and also follow us on social media. So Mr. Dooley, now that the year is ending and the new year is fast approaching, what have you got to tell us regards to immigration laws?
Yes. What I want to say is that the government have a serious plan, which is inimical to the welfare of immigrants that are yet to regularize their stay. What they are saying is that they want to start blocking bank accounts for people or of people that have no right to stay here. They are saying that if you don't have the legal right to stay in the United Kingdom, you don't have the right to have a bank account, because that means you are living as if you are established there. Now watch this. Now, the potential problem with the potential closure of bank accounts is that many people, though they don't have the right to stay in the UK, have lived there for a long time. 16 years, 14 years, 15 years, 17 years, 11 years. And they have established themselves, they have entrenched themselves, they have integrated into the society in that they have bank accounts, they have financial links with many organizations. Some of them make contributions to charities like Oxfam and Child in Need and things like that, Poverty Action. There's a charity like that.
Yeah, I even did for a dog.
Dog.
But now it's for human beings now.
Dog, I think they'll have a different opinion about dog in my Nigerian hometown. I almost said praise God. Now what's this? Now, they are saying they want to start blocking accounts. Now, many people have 20, 30 direct debits, including their mortgage on their bank accounts. Now, if it is blocked, it's going to mess up a lot of lives. So, looking at 2018, and we cannot say they are not going to do it. They did it with driving license. A lot of people watching this telecast have had their driving license withdrawn on the basis that they don't have the right to be here. A lot of them have lost their job, good, high-paying jobs. So it is time for people to take it seriously. Postponing, I will make my application tomorrow, next year, next tomorrow. The kingdom of bank closure is near. People should take heed and do something about it. That is what they are saying about 2018, and it doesn't look good. So people should make sure they do what they can do before that time.
So what can people do? What can overstayers do to regularize their stay?
Now, when we talk of regularizing your stay, that means that how can you make sure that you have the right to stay here so that you can be free and you can stop looking behind your back. Because
when you see the police car.
When I first landed in this country many years ago, 1990 to be precise, I used to have headache and migraine every day.
Why?
It's a long story.
Oh yeah, I believe our viewers want to know.
I'm going to cut it off. I used to see, you know those traffic wardens that used to work for the city of London.
Yeah.
You know their own around Bishopsgate. They are big like this, and their uniform is always shining. So I used to think that the policemen, and then in Hackney, I used to see traffic wardens. The moment they are coming, I will run and change my route. I thought they were policemen. So everywhere I went, I had migraine for years. So people don't need that stress.
Too much.
So what they need to do is that get legal advice.
Yes.
Get a lawyer, get legal advice. At Dell & Co, we give legal advice that you can rely on. Even if you are not going to make your application with us, the advice given, you can take it to the bank and get a loan that I have. Do you understand?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is that we give informed advice, because before I give legal advice, I will have researched. It will be an area that I've dealt with. I don't need to read the law. I know the law. So when people come to me and say, well, this is what you have to do, don't doubt it. I have years of experience, personal experience, legal experience. I've run the firm for years. I've represented people from over 50 countries. I ran the United Kingdom, Scotland, all over United Kingdom and Wales. Now, as a result of that, so when you come to me and I advise you, believe that that is a good, honest advice. Now, you need to act on it. You need to get the documents, get the fees, and make the application. It may well be that I may tell you that, oh, wait until another 3 months, wait until another 5 months. I will say, wait. Rather than go and make an application that has no prospect of success and wasting thousands of pounds. It is very, very expensive to make an application now. So as a result of that, when you want to make the application, at least it must have a prospect of success.
You said, the application are very expensive. So if one goes through all these formalities with family, or even if it's just one person, and the application is refused, what happens?
If an application is refused, number one, there are 3 consequences. First one is, it is granted. You make an application, it is successful. That is the end of the matter. Okay? They give you leave to remain. Or it is refused with a right of appeal.
Okay.
And you can appeal to an immigration court. There you will go with your family members if you have any. If you don't, you go on your own and then present your case to an immigration judge, because the person who considered your application considered it on paper in most cases without hearing from you, just looking at the papers, made a wrong decision, or a decision that is not fair, or that did not take into account all your relevant circumstances. That's why they give a right of appeal to say, well, from our end, we have refused your application, but you can appeal. So if you appeal, you can go to the court and argue. And in some cases, you are not given a right of appeal. You then, maybe they say, well, we give you a right of appeal outside the United Kingdom. That means you should leave. Go to your country and appeal. And if you do that, in most cases, how do you say it in French? Au revoir.
So it means that in a wise saying, you don't have to go. You'll appeal from the land.
Yeah. But if they don't give you a right to appeal within the UK, what you can do is you challenge it with judicial review, and then we take it from there. They might change their decision later and concede and give you a right of appeal. But the fact that an application was refused is not the end of the world. Don't put it under the pillow and be praying over it. Go and get a lawyer. Good one.
A good one.
Talk to Dell & Co solicitors. We can professionally help you in the following areas: obtaining and/or extending your visa, asylum, humanitarian protection and discretionary leave, application for overstayers, immigration and asylum appeals, judicial review at the High Court, Tier 1 to 5 under the point system, including post-study work, fiancé visas, settlement applications, indefinite leave to remain, ILR, neutralisation, citizenship, entry clearance and appeal against visa refusals abroad, reconsideration of visa refusals abroad. In addition, we do other areas of law like family, traffic offences, employment, civil and criminal litigation and advocacy. If you need legal advice, call Dell & Co solicitors now on 0208 880-9393 or visit our website www.dellsolicitors.co.uk. Dell & Co Solicitors, legal advice you can rely on.
If you've just tuned in, we're talking about legal matters with Mr. Dooley or Lowen Lee, and today I think you have dialed the right channel, right?
Yes.
They've dialed the right channel. So if these people, or as you said, if they be given the right to appeal and then it doesn't happen and they have to go home, and now we are saying they don't have to put it under the pillow and pray, how does your firm come in?
What I want to say is this, okay? It's like trying to have a baby, and I'm sorry to say it, it may sound insensitive, but I want to be proverbial with what I say sometimes.
Okay.
And the person had a miscarriage. It's not the end of the world. You try again. So the same thing with a refuser. So having an application refused is akin to a refuser, a miscarriage. So if it happens, try again. It does not mean that I've had people who made 4 different applications. They made it, they refused it, they tried, they made it again. Eventually, they are settled. Many of them are watching this telecast and will come. So the fact that an application was refused is not the end of the road. Try again, explore the options. Sometimes get your MP involved, and you understand, maybe get more evidence and make the application, and if it is refused, challenge it. And because in some cases, you look at some decisions of the Home Office, it is reasonable. Looking at the entire circumstances, you cannot say it's irrational, but in some cases also, in many cases, the decisions are irrational, they are unreasonable, and it doesn't make sense. They did not use their discretion. They just use a tick box approach, or they just use an already prepared template that has no relevance to the person whose application was refused. As a result of that, you challenge it. So and this is a country of law. This is not Africa, where going to court maybe just be a waste of time. Judges here are fair, and because even if they are not fair, they have to apply the law.
Okay.
All right. So don't give up.
All right. As we continue, now also when people apply and they give them these 2 years and then 2 years again, and why has the government done that?
It may chop little by little. I think it's a control mechanism. They give people 2.5 years. It's like you're on probation. 2.5 years, 2.5 years, 2.5 years, to make sure 2.5 years you don't go and sit on benefit. 2.5 years you are contributing. 2.5 years you are 7.5 years you are making contribution to the society. You don't have a criminal record. It's just, I think it's a control mechanism to make sure that people behave themselves. Do you understand? It is expensive. Also, it may be a way of making money also for the system. They know why, but I think they are just from the criminal aspect, or to make sure that people make contributions, because you will have to apply again and you will have to tell the Home Office what you have been doing for the last 2.5 years. So they know best. I don't want to say what I don't really know much about, but the law is the law. They decide. They are the governor. We have to make sure we comply with the law.
And after that, is that automatic that you get your stay?
Indefinitely.
Yeah.
If you meet the requirements, if you behave yourself, it could well be that you've committed yourself, so drugs, they put you in prison and things like that. It is not automatic.
Wow.
You still have to meet the requirements. So
Wow.
behave yourself.
Exactly. Call your friends, text them, tell them to tune in and watch Legal Matters with Mr. Dooley or Lowen Lee of Dell & Co Solicitors. Mr. Dooley, so we are continuing. So what can people whose appeal were dismissed in the past do, come back and do something, what are they going to do?
As I said, they can make a fresh application.
Oh dear.
The grant can be reviewed and to see whether, if it is still within date, they can appeal to the upper tribunal or even challenge it by judicial review or make a fresh application. But first of all, get legal advice on
Get
what
legal
to do.
advice.
Yeah.
So how you experience, how can your firm, Dell & Co Solicitors, help our wonderful viewer who is just tuning or who's been listening all this while? What can your firm do for them?
We are here to serve the public. We are here to serve the public there, and to come. We can assist to by giving legal advice, telling you what you can do, how to make an application. There are many grounds where you can make for making an application. It may well be that you have been here, living here on a continuous basis for the last 20 years. It could be that maybe you have not been here for 20 years. Maybe you lived there for half of your life. You are between 18 and 25, and you spend half of your life here. It may well be that you have not lived there for 20 years, but you lived there for 18, 16, 14 years. It does not mean because you have not lived there for 20 years it cannot be granted. It may well be that you brought a child into the UK that is still under 18 and the child has lived there for 7 years or more, or you have a child that was born here that has lived there to the age of 7 and so on, or you are married to a British citizen or a European national, or you have cohabited with them for 2 years or more. There are many avenues. There are discretions. There's discretion outside the immigration rule. There is adequate. There is the immigration rules. But the most important thing is get legal advice. And if you call the office, if it is Dell & Co Solicitors that you want to talk to, you want legal advice, we don't give telephone advice for confidentiality. And also, there is a consultation fee to be paid. Now, the amazing thing is that when some people call and they say they are going to pay consultation fee, they run. By the end of the day, they go and get into a big trouble. And what I hear them say is that there was a time I called and they say I'm going to pay consultation fee and I didn't have the money. But you have £4,000 to go and waste on a stupid application. So, in most cases, what I'm trying to say is that getting legal advice is cheaper than making an application
On your own.
Or making a wrong application with a different lawyer. The point is, get proper legal advice. What can I do? You are into showbiz. You are on TV. You've been to Hollywood. You've been to many places. I'm on TV. I've lived on TV for the past 15, 16 years on a regular basis. But I don't go to Hollywood. If I go to Hollywood, it's for holiday. So I need to ask you, what are the things and what and what and what? I remember you were telling me our tie has got to be crispy and things like that. To me,
Clean
I
and
just do
proper.
interview. It's got to be clean and proper, and you pull your dress, everything. So the same thing with law. Get proper legal advice. And please, you can't come to Britain yesterday and say you want to have indefinite leave tomorrow. You will go to jail.
Yeah.
There is time. There is a process. There is a waiting time. So if you go to a lawyer, a proper lawyer, a law-abiding lawyer like me, and you are given a legal advice, and you don't take that, and you go and waste £10,000 on an application that has no prospect, and you say they dupe you, good for you.
Wow.
There is a waiting period. So get legal advice. It is very, very important.
Get legal advice. And I know that we are rounding up. And so I want your final word. That final word that would prompt somebody to just pick up the call, pick up the phone and just dial the number and say, I want a legal advice.
What I want to say is that, look, I know many people watching this telecast. Everywhere I go to in the United Kingdom, whether I'm in Scotland, Bradford, Newcastle, I have clients, or Newport, Cardiff, I have Northern Ireland, I have clients all over the place. The other day, I went with a staff to Cardiff 2 weeks ago. I did a case there, and I said, oh, I have a client in Bristol that I've got to see, that the client should meet me somewhere. I drove to Bristol. From Bristol, I drove to Gloucester, and the person said, you have clients all over here? Yes. We have a national coverage, but we are based in London. But if we have a lot of clients in Birmingham, Stoke-on-Trent, just name it, Button or something, Leicester, just name it, Manchester. But what I'm trying to say is that the most important thing is legal advice. Get legal advice. And I will say, you want to travel to London? Yes, the first meeting, it is important to meet face to face with me. Know who I am, know where I am,
Yes.
know my office.
Yes.
The other things, whether you want to send documents to us, you can do that by post. But the first important thing is, I would like to know you, meet you, and increase my ever-growing company of friends.
Wow.
You know, I have invitation to Ghana next year, Kenya, and South Africa from previous clients. I said,
That is awesome.
by holiday.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
God is so good to me.
Thank you for tuning into The Legal Panorama, presented by Dele Lowen Lee of Del & Co Solicitors. Talk to Del & Co Solicitors. We can professionally help you in the following areas: obtaining and/or extending your visa, asylum, humanitarian protection and discretionary leave, application for overstayers, immigration and asylum appeals, judicial review at the High Court, Tier 1 to 5 under the point system, including post-study work, fiancé visas, settlement applications, indefinite leave to remain, ILR, neutralisation, citizenship, entry clearance and appeal against visa refusals abroad, reconsideration of visa refusals abroad. In addition, we do other areas of law like family, traffic offences, employment, civil and criminal litigation and advocacy. If you need legal advice, call Del & Co Solicitors now on 0208 880 9393 or visit our website www.delsolicitors.co.uk. Del & Co Solicitors, legal advice you can rely on.